What's going on, guys? It is Wednesday, February 12th. I'm a little bit beaten up. Just finished a 12-hour shift at a bank. Fucking tired as shit, but when you commit, you just gotta get shit done. So, in my previous video 5, I talked about my early childhood friends, my education, and a little bit about fitness and nutrition. In this video, I'm going to begin by telling you a short story about a fitness test we faced in high school. It was called the beep test. I don't know if many of you are familiar with the beep test, but it's quite interesting in that it's a running based cardio test where you have to run from one end of the gym to the other and basically at the sound of a beep. So basically it's 50 meters there and back. So in the first level, you have 9 seconds to make it to one end. And then you have to wait for the beep to let you get to the next end. So basically, after 8 to 10 lengths, you move up to level 2. At level 2, you have 8.5 seconds to reach the other end. So that continues for about another 8 to 10 lengths, and you go up to level 3, and so on. So a good score at that time is roughly about level 5, I'm going to say. Because after which point, when you're like a pudgy kid, you just start to get pretty fucking tired. But anyways, it's about 2.5 kilometers you've run after that point, which is not bad at level 5 plus. But like when it's a cumulative thing, like everything is in life, it gets pretty difficult to constantly go forward with the test. This was an early fitness test that was introduced in high school. It's nothing that I particularly loved, just because back in the day when you're a kid, your favorite thing to eat is candy. So candy itself is not very good, but I can tell you an interesting story about candy. So my favorite candy back in the day was the 1 cent candies. Now the defunct penny never exists, but back in the day, they used to have a box of like cherry blasters and I don't even know all the 1 cent candies they had. Sour Kids, because I just really don't eat that toxic white sugar anymore. But anyways, it's an interesting story in that since the candies were 1 cent, I got 100 for $1. So I remember old Frank Sullivan working at Sullivan's General Store in Ennismore, Ontario, Canada, counting out all 100 of those candies. It was quite interesting to see him pick up the box and have to count them. It was a great deal for me back in the day. Another candy that I enjoy to this day still are the sour chews that you get in the dispensing or for the quarter machine. Like, see, I have a hard time even remember what this like garbage food is that you get out of these machines with the quarter. I'm like, what do they call? Anyways, so with that food, you don't really get much out of it because it's gonna make you very lax and lazy. So in addition to that, my favorite ice cream and frozen delicacy were Haagen-Dazs and popsicles and any other kind of ice cream. Because like it's basically a comfort food that gives you a temporary high and it also lets you cool down. But back in the day, like I really didn't start taking my health very seriously until like halfway through high school when I noticed that I was getting a bit chubby and I had double rolls of fat on my stomach. And I'd be like, that just isn't attractive to me. Like to me, the process, like when I think about it, is nobody was born 400 plus pounds, and it's just like, do you not realize you're getting fat? Like that is just like one thing that I always never realized with people. Like you just gotta like think about that. So I'm just gonna do a quick mental refer. Yeah, after a certain weight, you become immobile, and you need people to feed you and like coddle you. It's just like, what is like the point of that? But also, I believe it results in ignorance and not being able to find cheap, healthy alternatives and planning. I hear it said that there's one way to look at life. You can take the easy route And that's going to lead to a hard life. Whereas if you take the hard route, it's going to lead to an easy life. So, like, if you go for comfort and easiness, you're not going to live a very fulfilled life. You're not going to learn fuck all. And life is just going to be, like, tough as fuck. Like, every day. And it's just like, when you take the hard route, you're going to learn shit and you're going to find out what you're capable of. You don't want, like, as Bedros Keuilian says, like, I spent, like, most of the shift yesterday listening to his teachings. You want shit to be tough because then you're going to learn what you're made of. And, like, honestly, that's what I'm all about too. Because, like, I don't want a fucking comfortable life. Who wants that? Because if you're not, like, leaning to your edges and going for it every day, what's really the point? But anyways, more back into the health and fitness. So yeah, in the health and fitness section of my blog post, I'm going to do 20 to 30 short videos on all nutritious and additives and foods that I've learned throughout the years I've developed this over the course of culinary. I'm having a big brain fart here, guys, but I'm going to get this video out either way because I think you already know at this point if you're still following me. These videos aren't great, but it's more about the message. But anyways, my early culinary desire was first inspired, as you know, by my grandmother cooking pies, but I actually took the initiative myself by beginning to start watching cooking shows. Some of the early cooking shows I began watching was The Urban Peasant with James Barber, The In Chef with Chef Michael Smith, Emeril Live with Emeril Lagasse. Bam! And he was a great one. Who else did I look at? In Chef with Michael Smith. And other healthy samplings from Rocco DiSpirito, Bobby Flay, Wolfgang Puck, and Gordon Ramsay. So yeah, my early ambition was to become a chef, but then I realized like it would be too hectic, and I really do like it as a hobby. So like when you get it as a hobby, you can always show it off to girlfriends and people be like, hey, I know how to cook healthy, good shit. They'll just like drive you all day long. So yeah, like food really does affect your brain chemistry and how much shit you're gonna get done in a day, because like there's gonna be another chapter that I'm gonna do on all neurotransmitters and the effect that food has on your body. Like I know when people eat crappy food, they're gonna go to a food coma because like what's that gonna do for you? Just make you wake up tired and groggy? Don't you want to eat energy-laden food that always like drives you forward and makes you feel great? Like to this day, one of my favorite vegetables, I'll tell you right now, is broccoli. Because it's so fucking good. Just like eat it raw or even roast it. So good. But we're going to get into that more in the nutrition phase of my videos. So when you eat energy-laden food, it would not make sense not to work out. Because like you're going to want to adopt a physical practice. But on the other hand, it's important to realize that it's not a point system. Like a lot of like heavier people, like when they begin working out, they believe if they go to the gym and say like go on the elliptical or go on the treadmill for 20 minutes and then maybe like do a few machines, that they're then entitled to go eat fast food or like high fat garbage, because like I just explained to you, that's just going to put you in a food coma and just move your fat around. That's really going to do nothing for you. So like that's what I've learned over the years, because even today like I'm going in for another shift, and then even tomorrow I've got an event before a third shift, because you want food that's going to sustain you and drive you forward, and that's what you got to do with everyday life. Yeah, so just keep in mind, guys, that Rome was not built in a day, and everything you want to do in life, it's going to take commitment and also Kaizen. Like, you got to go forward slowly every day, because nothing's going to happen overnight. Like, there's no, like, instant abs or, like, 20 seconds you're going to be jacked. It's just, like, or 20 minutes. Like, those are all just fads and ways that they trick people that are not healthy into, like, wanting to get fit. So also keep in mind, guys, that abs are built in the kitchen, like literally. Like the ratio that I can actually explain to you guys is that it goes about 80 to 85% what you eat. So if you're not eating like great food, you're going to feel great. And like I explained to you, you'd want to adopt the process for that. But if you're eating crappy food, it's not going to help because like it's so heavily weighted on what you eat. Food exercise is just meant to accentuate that. Yeah, so I have already elaborated on this. That it's pretty funny to me. I wrote these notes yesterday when I was working 12-hour security shift at the bank because, like I said, guys, I'm always going forward and I'm always gonna get shit done, regardless of the quality. Because, like I said, it's all about the message and the quantity of shit you get out there. Because, like, analysis paralysis can hit you every day. If you think about, oh, well, these people are going to say that, those people are going to say that. Who gives a fuck? Who are they to, like, judge you? They don't know you. Nobody knows me better than me. And I know what the shit I have to get done in the day. I don't make excuses, and I get shit done. I'm really, like, just adopting a lot of what Bedros Keuilian says. Like, he's got, like, such an on-fleek, like, attitude, and I'm just, like, modern day nights, and this whole project thing has really grown on me. But anyways, I'm just gonna slowly wrap up this. Like, and one other good quote that I heard from Jason Capital and a lot of other entrepreneurs is like, how do you eat an elephant? Well, you eat an elephant one bite at a time. Because like anything in life, like is even though if it seems huge and like a giant commitment, if you break it down into small actionable steps, anything can be accomplished. So like that's what you gotta think about in life. Like, how am I gonna accomplish this? Well, you gotta break it down, obviously. So like that's what I do every day when I wake up, and I just think and I process. Because like without coffee and like some sort of caffeine, I just need that little kick in the ass, like kick in my brain, be like, okay, it's time to like dominate my day again. But also you want to be filling that up with about 2 liters of water a day in regards to your healthy alternatives and healthy food that you're eating. So this just about wraps up video 6. But in my next video 7, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about my post-secondary acclamations and degrees, diplomas, designations. A little bit more about my health and fitness. And also the introduction of the Coffee Mafia. Friends and true friends that I have today in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. So that just about wraps up this video, guys. So I thank you, and I hope this is to your liking. Anyways, Kaizen, baby. Woo!